Welcome to the Think It Media podcast. I am your host, and today we will be diving into migration without meltdown, 5 steps to preserve SEO during a redesign. Picture this. A business wakes to a 40% drop in organic leads the morning after launch. Revenue gaps, frantic rollback meetings, fingers pointed, all because redirects and content mapping were rushed. That's not a theoretical scare. I've seen teams lose months of progress and a steady pipeline overnight. That's why this episode matters to anyone planning a redesign.
Let's dive in. Most definitely. By the end of this episode, you'll have a 5-step checklist you can use on your next redesign so rankings and conversions stay intact. We'll cover what to audit first, how to build redirect rules that don't create chains, how to check content parity and structured data, what to test on staging, and a post-launch monitoring playbook that catches problems fast. Expect actionable, low-friction tactics you can use this week.
Section 1, Steps 1 and 2, Inventory and Intent Mapping, and Redirect and Canonical Strategy. Let's kick off with Inventory and Intent Mapping. When teams rush a migration, they copy everything and call it a day. That creates bloats and duplicates intent. Instead, build a prioritized inventory. List every page, its primary keyword or user intent, traffic and conversion value, and a migration decision. Keep, merge, or drop. Focus first on pages that drive leads or rank on page 1. A minimal, prioritized inventory template beats a sprawling, incomplete spreadsheet every time.
Exactly. And when you map intent, don't just look at page titles or URLs. Look at engagement signals, scroll depth, form fills, and which queries bring users. If a page converts but has thin content, migrate the intent and the conversion element. Maybe merge that form into a stronger landing page. Use a decision rubric. If a page drives conversions or ranks in the top 3, it moves. If it gets no traffic and no links, consider pruning. These small triage moves preserve value and reduce migration surface area.
Now, redirects and canonicals. Step 2. The golden rule. Plan redirects before you launch and test them on staging. Use 301 redirects for permanent moves and keep redirect rules simple and predictable. Avoid blanket regex rules that unintentionally match multiple paths. Also watch out for redirect chains. Every extra hop leaks value and slows crawlers. Use canonical tags where pages are intentionally left live to consolidate signals. And always version control your redirect map so it's auditable.
A few practical tips. Export your existing URL list and compare it to planned URLs to generate a 1-to-1 redirect map. Where merging happens, redirect low-value pages to the highest intent page. Validate with automated tools and run a small crawl to detect chains or loops. On timing, keep redirects in place for at least 90 days, longer for high-value pages, and log every redirect rule change so your team can roll back if something goes sideways.
Section 2, Steps 3 and 4, Content Parity Checks and Crawl, Logs, and Staging Verification. Step 3, Content Parity. Protect the elements that drive rankings and conversions, headings, unique copy, schema, meta tags, and CTA placement. When design changes, structured data often gets lost. Make an explicit checklist for each template. Does it include the same schema markup? Are important H1s preserved? Does the pricing or form remain accessible? Losing structured snippets or FAQ blocks can drop your CTR overnight.
Right. Run content parity audits page by page for high-value templates. Use diff tools or a simple spreadsheet to flag missing schema, changed headings, or dropped CTAs. And don't forget internal links. Navigation changes can hide deep pages from crawlers. Keep the same link equity paths or create redirects that preserve them. When in doubt, keep the content and gradually introduce design changes so you can measure impact incrementally.
Step 4, Crawlability and Logs. This is where marketing and dev teams must act together. On your staging environment, run a full crawl with tools like Screaming Frog or Sitebulb, then compare results to production. Verify robots.txt, keep a clean sitemap, and ensure important pages return 200 status codes. Check server logs to confirm search engine bots can reach the new pages and that nothing is blocked. Don't just rely on a staging link that requires auth. Provide an IP allow list or temporary public staging so crawlers can access it.
Also, create simple smoke tests. Request key URLs and check response codes, page content, and structured data. Automate these checks where possible so they run before deployment. If the dev team can include a pre-launch checklist in CI/CD, like a crawler job and a redirect validator, you'll catch most problems before they hit production. And archive logs daily for the first 2 weeks post-launch, so you can spot spikes in 404s or crawler errors quickly.
Section 3, Step 5 plus Recap, Post-Launch Monitoring Playbook, then How ThinkIt Media Helps. Step 5 is your safety net. Define KPIs to monitor closely. Organic sessions, impressions, ranking for top keywords, conversion rate on key funnels, and 404 spikes. Set automated alerts for significant drops. For example, a 15% drop in organic sessions, or a jump in 404s. Have rollback triggers decided in advance. If critical lead pages lose rankings or conversions beyond the threshold, be ready to revert the change set or reapply previous templates.
Your monitoring playbook should include quick automated checks plus a human review cadence. For the first 72 hours, check hourly for high traffic pages, then move to twice daily for week 1 and daily for week 2. Use log analysis to match bot behavior with Search Console impressions. If bots can't access pages, rankings follow. Keep a runbook. Who calls the rollback? Who updates redirects? Who notifies leadership? Clear roles cut panic and speed recovery.
Recap. 1. Inventory and intent mapping to decide what moves. 2. A pragmatic redirect and canonical strategy with testing. 3. Content parity checks that preserve schema and CTAs. 4. Staging crawls and log verification so search bots can access new pages. And 5. A post-launch monitoring playbook with thresholds and rollback triggers. These steps minimize surprises and protect leads during a migration.
How ThinkIt Media helps. We partner with marketing, design, and engineering teams to run a prioritized inventory, build a one-to-one redirect map, and implement automated staging checks. We create the monitoring playbook and configure alerts so stakeholders see problems before they affect revenue. We also provide a minimal decision rubric and a migration checklist you can use immediately. No long contracts, just focused work that reduces risk.
If you want one practical checklist takeaway to act on today, export your top 500 URLs by traffic and conversions, map their intent, and create a one-to-one redirect plan for anything changing URL or content. That single step cuts the migration surface area dramatically and gives your team control. ThinkIt Media can run that export and map in a day and hand you a validated redirect file to deploy on launch.
Before we go, subscribe to the ThinkIt Media podcast for more short, practical episodes on web design and marketing. Hit subscribe so you don't miss future checklists and migration playbooks. If you want the migration checklist we mentioned, visit thinkitmedia.com/migration checklist or reach out to our team to schedule an audit. Most definitely, we'll help you preserve rankings and keep leads flowing.
Let's talk about this. And if you'd like to dive deeper, our team is ready. We appreciate you listening and hope to have you back for our next episode. That's great. Thanks for joining. See you next time.